right, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back. FantasyTeamAdvisors.com, bringing home the bacon. MLB prop bets for July 25th. Kind of just, people have been liking these videos, so I wanted to bring this out to you. Hopefully, it finds you doing well. Hopefully, we bounce back. Last night's DFS was not the best. Some weird things happened. Some teams scored runs, a.k.a. the Pirates, that probably shouldn't have. But we are back, and I wanted to break down a little bit of the betting here. Again, if you haven't seen the DFS video, go check that out. I gave instructions. Our Discord channel is up and running. People are starting to find it. You got to go into your profile on FantasyTeamAdvisors.com and hit the edit profile, and then there should be a button that you can connect your Discord name, and you can get in our Discord over there, where we do have a little bit more news and stuff like that, and stuff we like over there. So definitely go check that out. Again, you can get into that by having an FTA Plus membership, $24.99 for DFS and sports betting per month, or you can use the promo code NFLVIP to get $100 off right now to get the yearly pass for $99, and we can go from there. So go check that out, FantasyTeamAdvisors.com. So, just want to go quickly over, at the making of this video, 11:50 a.m. Central Time. These are the current odds that you can check out. We're going to go with, so down in the description of this video is both the DraftKings link to the sportsbook and the FanDuel. So, if you guys sign up using those links, either one or both, use our promo. All you have to do is use those links, and you deposit at least $20. They're going to match you, and you're going to get the rest of the MLB season absolutely free. If you do both of the books, we're going to give you a full year pass absolutely free. So definitely, if you're not on there, use those links down below in the description. So as of the making of this, the Phillies are 125 moneyline favorites with an over-under of 9.5. The Tampa Bay Rays are huge favorites, 205 favorites against Miami, over under 7.5. Tigers are a slight favorite, 125 over the Angels with an 8.5 over under. The Yankees or actually the Mets are the favorite here, slightly, over and under 8.5 here. Rockies at the Nationals. Nationals are a favorite here, 135, over under 9. Braves, I feel like they should be a bigger favorite than that, but the Braves are a 140 favorite here, over under 10. Royals at the Guardians. Guardians are 200 favorite, over under 8.5. Mariners are actually the underdog at home, minus 125. But like I said, Pablo Lopez, I think he's too expensive there, and he's not that good at home. So if the Mariners can come through, you could make some plus money there. Over under 7.5. Rangers at the Astros. Astros are the favorite. They went in extra, or the Astros had to walk it off last night. Over under is 9.5. The White Sox, or the Cubs, are actually a favorite. It's a shoot. It's a right here. Never know what's going to happen in this game here. Over under is 9 though. I wouldn't bet the money line. I'd bet the over under. Reds at the Brewers. Brewers are actually a 145 favorite at home. Over under is 8. Padres are a massive favorite against Pittsburgh, just like yesterday, minus 275. Over under 8.5. Diamondbacks at home, a favorite, 130. Over under is 9. Athletics, no shock here, not the favorite on the road or at all. Giants are the favorite, 255, over under 8.5. Dodgers are a favorite over the Blue Jays, minus 140, over under 9. So there you go. Those are the odds. Now we're going to jump into this. So what this is, these are players over under to get 1+ hit. So not extra base hits, not home runs, 1+ hit. Yesterday we had, I don't remember how many we had. We only missed 2, and then 1 didn't start. So these are ones that we feel confident in. Out of all of them, so the matchups and stuff like that. So we are looking at these. Some are, it just depends. So that's kind of what I wanted to look at. Let me know if you used these yesterday, definitely DFS-wise, or if you sports bet and you use these plays, let me know. So looking at this, Mickey Moniak against Eduardo Rodriguez. Moniak in his last 10 games has 100% hit rate there, 72 on the season. He does only have a .085 batting average against left-handed pitchers, being a lefty on lefty matchup here. And Erod coming off 4 hits versus Kansas City. So you can use these as take the 1+ hit over or the under for you. Glaber, one of the hottest players for the Yankees right now, did leave the game with hip discomfort, so this is something to monitor. Going up against Verlander. Torres has a hit in every single last 10 games, 72 on the season, 264 against right-handed pitchers, and Verlander gave up 3 hits versus the White Sox, but Verlander has been worse on the road, and this game is in Yankee Stadium. Jared Torrillo here, we did use him yesterday. He did get a hit. Going up against Blake Snell, my favorite pitcher on the slate. Triolo, 90% hit rates his last 10 games, 75% on the year, 245 against left-handed pitchers, and Snell gave up 5 hits versus Toronto his last start. Grichuk against Trevor Williams. Grichuk has 90% hit rate his last 10 games, 75% on the season, 244 against right-handed pitchers, and Williams is coming off 7 hits against the Cubs. Bellinger against Kopech. Bellinger has been absolutely on fire. He is absolutely back to his MVP caliber self right before the trade deadline. Couldn't parlay this any better for him here. We're looking at Belly here against Kopech. Belly has 90% hits in his last 10 games, 75% on the season, batting .260 against right-handed pitchers. And Kopech only did give up 2 hits against the Mets, but I think Belly could get a hit here. Bogarts against Rich Hill. Like I said, San Diego's my favorite stack of the day against Rich Hill. Bogey has 90% hit rate in his last 10 games, 73% on the year, batting .305 against left-handed pitchers, 8 hits versus Rich Hill gave up 8 hits in his last start. Arenado against Merrill Kelly. Merrill Kelly is coming off the IL, so this one I don't know, but it's Arenado. 90% hit rate in his last 10 games, 72% on the year, 282 batting average against right-handed pitchers. Keibert Ruiz against Trevor Williams, 90% of hits his last 10 games, 59% on the year, so a little bit lower there. 284 batting average against right-handed pitchers. And again, Trevor Williams gave up 7 hits versus the Chicago Cubs. DJ LeMahieu against Verlander. LeMahieu starting to turn it on a little bit. 90% hit rate in his last 10 games. 67 on the year. 287 versus right-handers. And gave up 3 hits versus the White Sox. Ketel Marte seems like he's in our DFS lineup every single night. Going up against Steven Matz. Marte has hit in 80% of his last 10 games, 76% on the season, 302 batting average against lefties, and Matz has given up 3 hits versus Chicago Cubs' last start, but Steven Matz has been absolutely destroyed this entire season. Riley Green going up against Griffin Canning. Green has a hit in 80% of his last 10 games, 75% on the year, 261 against right-handers, and Griffin Canning, while he did strike out 12 against the Yankees in 5.2, did give up 6 hits as well. And then Yelich has been absolutely on fire, bringing back the fire out of him, just like Belly. Going up against Andrew Abbott, Yelich has 80% hit rate in his last 10 games, 70% total on the year, 270 batting average against lefties. Abbott did only give up 1 hit against San Francisco, but if he only does give up 1 this game, I think it's Christian Yelich. So looking at that, our pitchers. Now, these are over-unders. Now, these are ones that stick out to us. Looking at this, Zach Greinke, this should be 8, not 80. Zach Greinke, his line against Cleveland today, 2.5. He's hit his strikeout rate line, whatever it has been posted during those games, 80% of the time his last 10 games. He is only striking out .68 batters per inning. And Cleveland is only striking out 18.6. So this is 3 strikeouts. We could see this as a lower and go under there because he is coming off only 1 strikeout versus Detroit. Erod going up against the Angels. His line is at 8, so it's really high. 80% strikeout rate, hitting whatever that line was his last 10 games, striking out 1.06 batters per inning. The Angels are striking out 23.8% of the time, and he is coming off 7 strikeouts versus Kansas City. Chris Bassett, 4.5 here against the Dodgers. 70% of the time this year he has hit that number. 0.92 K per inning. 22 K percentage of the Dodgers striking out against right-handed pitchers. 5 strikeouts versus San Diego his last start. So this is one that I feel could be what we're looking at here. Don't mind that one. Taijuan Walker going up against Baltimore. 4.5 is the line. Walker's hit 70% of the time his last 10 starts. 0.88 K per inning. 22.2% of the time, Baltimore are striking out against right-handed pitchers, and he's coming off 6 Ks versus Milwaukee. think he could be good for 5 strikeouts here. So I would take the over there. And then Blake Snell, 7.5 over-under is the line here for strikeouts. Going up against Pittsburgh, he's had a fantastic matchup. He's hit his line 60% of the time his last 10 games, but he is striking out 1.32 batters per inning. In Pittsburgh, striking out 23.3% of the time. Blake Snell is only coming off of 4 strikeouts versus Toronto, but I think he bounces back in this game. Then we look at our weather tab from our cheat sheet. We do have a little bit of weather concern here for Baltimore at Philly, so that could be Taijuan Walker in there. We do have a problem here with Colorado at Washington. New York Mets at the Yankees here. Pitcher rating. Hitter rating, you can see the ones we like hitters with. Pitcher ratings, the ones we dislike and like, you can just flip them, obviously. And then we're seeing a lot of wind blowing out in a lot of these games. So take the ones that you can in the domes. This is both for hitting and pitching. As you can see, out to right field, 18 miles per hour. The biggest one here, Oakland at San Francisco. 12 miles an hour, Atlanta at Boston. Out to left, blowing out to the short porch at Fenway here. Really like the odds there, but we got some weather to contend with. So that's what we've got in this video, guys. Good luck to everyone. Let's bring home some bacon. Peace!